Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another video. This is another paid request, this time from Marv B. Thank you so much for that. And for those interested in requesting pretty much any type of videos or topics, randomness, out of the blueness, whatever it may be, commentaries, reactions, re-reviews, rankings lists, whatever, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. And this is for a film called Black Friday, and I hate to say it, this was potential versus execution. Potential versus execution is a way to compare what could have been and what we actually have here. Because I like the idea. I like the idea of having a horror comedy take place during Black Friday. I've worked in retail. Other people worked in retail to tell you how crazy it is. That's ripe for a horror comedy. And then, okay, 80 minutes long, cool. Doesn't overstay its welcome. Okay, it's trying to do for practical effects, alright. Wow, you got Devon Sawa. I like Devon Sawa. I like the first Final Destination. I like the second one, but he's in the first one. I liked him in Idle Hands. I think the Scream Factory released a Blu-ray of it, which I need to pick that up sometime. That's a good film, in my opinion. Yeah, I like Devon Sawa. He's the star of it. Yeah, Bruce Campbell, who plays the boss. Very cool. I like Bruce Campbell. He's very entertaining. He's definitely the best part of the film. I mean, he's in it. He's a supporting character. It's not like he's just in it for 5 minutes either. It's not one of those cases. Oh, he pops it for 5 minutes and he's dead. No, it's not that. But I'm just saying he's not the star or, the second lead. It's still a supporting character. Michael Jai White is in this as the handyman. I mean, so you got Devon Sawa from Idle Hands. You got Bruce Campbell from Evil Dead. You got Michael Jai White. And the potential to use, like, maybe some badass martial arts. And it's about a bunch of workers at a toy store where there's a bunch of infected, possessed people trying to kill the workers. And it's trying to do a horror comedy kind of like this film called Cooties, which I know, not Cuties, the Netflix film, Cooties. I know I have a friend of mine, Effrey, he hates the film Cooties. That's fine, teach their own. I know a lot of people do. It's a film not a lot of people like. That's cool. That's fine. Nothing wrong with that. I personally enjoyed Cooties. That's the movie with Elijah Wood, where it's about a bunch of teachers holding up in a school where the kids get infected and start to try to kill the teachers one by one. And I thought, wow, that's kind of a ballsy, interesting idea. Teachers versus zombie killer kids. And it's horror comedy. I like Elijah Wood. That, I thought, accomplished what he was doing better than this. Again, in my opinion. And it's called Cooties. C-O-O-T-I-E-S. Again, not everyone's cup of tea, but I liked it. This one, though, it nowhere nearly takes advantage of the Black Friday format. The middle portion gets rather slow and uneventful. The ending is like, really? It's kind of lame. Some people are very underused, like Michael Jai White, very underused. Very underused. The second lead behind Devon Sawa is this annoying, nerdy guy who has been there for, I don't know if it's like a month or a few months, and he's a germophobic, and he's like, he annoyed the piss out of me. I'm like, fuck this nerdy germphobe guy. You have Bruce Campbell, you have Michael Jai White. Let them be the second lead. Or have them be the trilogy of leads. I mean, you got a Black Friday story, idea, backbone. You got Devon Sawa, Bruce Campbell, which is funny because Devon Sawa did the Evil Dead 2 thing with the hand in Idle Hands. And then you had actual Evil Dead 2, Bruce Campbell. And then you You can have Devon Sawa and Michael Jai White as buddies who've known each other for a while. Take a page from Tremors with Val and Earl. That could be Devon Sawa and Michael Jai White. And then you have the boss who seems like a dick, but a fun, like, campy Bruce Campbell dick, but he's actually a decent guy who helps out. An actual boss worth a fuck. And as the numbers dwindle, it's up to the three of them. They defeat the bad guys. They make it out, and it's fine and dandy. And you have satire of Friday. That's not the case. And from the beginning, I thought, oh, there's something. Because the way it begins, it's in a store, a different store, and someone's working. They hear a guy hear something, and this, even some of the makeup effects don't look that good either, Sally. When it's a possessed face, like, okay, it's like aliens, and it's like these pus bags that will shoot this white goop, look like semen, right into people's faces. When they start turning into monsters with like big teeth, kind of like the Chud, if you remember that movie, the 80s Chud, kind of like that type of face, or kind of like the monster in The Terror Within, and Watchers 2, like kind of, maybe not Watchers 2, no, maybe not that, but I take that back, but more like Chud, like the big sharper teeth and non-human face. It's not that bad, but when it's like this giant pink purple thing that people are going towards and kind of blending with, and then the ending is like this giant monster like a kaiju, it looks rather cheap. I don't know what it was, if it was just the way it was filmed, or they'll add like little CGI elements that make it look bad. It just, for a movie that you're trying to make like a throwback B movie to the 80s perhaps, it just didn't work. It just didn't work. And like the beginning, a guy hears a noise, he gets attacked by a not good looking like pus bag, shoots on his face. I'm like, okay, well, there's a better way to do this, man. It should be you think something is wrong. Possession, invasion, zombies, pounding noises, gurgling sounds. Oh my god. You typical opening of a horror film. But then, doors open and it's literally just the customers. And you see, just to see a customer's, just recreate a scene from Black Friday. And it could be the same toy store, and whether you have Devon Sawa or Michael Jai White or someone else in the scene, and then 1 year later. Thus, when that happens again, they just assume, oh, it's the customers again. Because we've seen them that already. So then you go, oh, okay, it's just the customers again. Man, they're even gurgling more this year. Like, stuff like that could really make the... Like, it's ripe with satire, and there's none of that. The jokes really weren't that funny. Devon Sawa, his kids like him, but he's got to take his kids to his ex. And you have lines like, I'm the artist formerly known as half to the... No. Someone asks him about money, and Devon Sawa says, well, I'm the artist formerly known as half to the X. Meaning like he gives half his money to the X. I mean, this dialogue isn't that great. I like Devon Sawa. I think he does the best that he can with what he's given. Michael Jai White is the handyman. Why do you hire this guy and underuse him so fucking much? I don't get that. You get Michael Jai White, and he doesn't even do any martial arts. Now, granted, I get he doesn't have to do martial arts in every movie. I get that, but at the same time, you have a horror movie with zombies. Come on, it'd be the fun thing to see him do like martial arts, and that'd be pretty cool. No, we don't do that. Granted, I understand. Why would a handyman know martial arts? But I mean, same reason an actor knows martial arts. He trains in self-defense. You could train in self-defense and have any other job, you know. It's not just cops. There's people that do self-defense that work in any type of job, including a handyman. So it can work. Bruce Campbell, he's a lot of fun as the manager. And he brings gusto to his performance. Campy but fun. And Bruce Campbell's trying, man. He's trying. And I would like to have seen more of it. Hell, I mean, I would not mind if Bruce Campbell was the lead. But I did. Just make them the second or third lead. And just, like I said, the assistant manager is a complete he-bitch. I'm surprised they did this. This is a guy that you tell is very... He's black and he's flamboyant. He does these kind of moves. It's almost as if he tried to be Misha Taylor from Mannequin. Oh, what was his character's name in Mannequin? Hollywood? That's why I call him just a he-bitch. And so you saw a little bit of the Black Friday zaniness, but not like 30 seconds of it. And then you have this other guy who's a germaphobe, and he's very nervous. I didn't give a shit about this guy. I didn't. The movie wanted me to care about him. I didn't care. I didn't care about his acting. I didn't care about his character. I found him aggravating. I wanted him to get killed. I'm sitting there going, you got Michael Jai White, you got Bruce Campbell. Either one of them could be the second lead, not this guy. Why this guy? I don't get it. I just don't get it. They're shopping. People get possessed. Bruce Campbell's having fun. Oh, she got a black eye. She took it like a champ. Or there's a monster, and Bruce like, protect me. And he gets behind one of the workers. Now, I'm sitting there going, okay, now we should have like a Black Friday massacre jamboree. Take the element of Black Friday and have a scene where, again, you set up at the beginning. You think it's zombies, but then it's them fighting each other over Black Friday items and having to ring things up again and again, and the rush event and all this stuff here. I just have this fun montage of the day. Oh, I just can't wait till next year we do it all over again. Then 1 year later. But then you have a flip side of that montage, where now it's this whole master, people getting killed here, people getting killed there, people get their heads ripped off, people are fighting over the guts, the intestines. Earlier they were fighting over a toy, here they're fighting over intestines. Instead of ringing up things, they're doing that type of maneuver, but it's organs and hearts and fucking spleens and... Maybe one of the worker gets killed and there's still part of his brain that thinks he needs to ring it up, so he's trying to ring up a heart, he's trying to ring up a spleen, he's trying to ring up stuff. He's not understanding. But there's not a lot of creativity. There's not a lot of ingenuity. It's very... At best, I guess you would say straightforward, but not in a good way. It kind of went, let's do almost a bare minimum to get by. That's what it felt like for me. And like I said, the nerdy guy got a bit annoying. Michael Jai White has the idea, let's go lock some of the doors so that more don't get in. Michael Jai White does a little bit. Nails some with a nail gun. Again, Bruce Campbell, I keep harping on it. He's having fun. He's trying. Like when the workers find holiday bonuses. Oh, it's true? Well, it is not untrue. And then they find out that they might be laid off after the holidays. And but again, spoiler, big spoilers. Like Michael J. White, you kill him off 40 minutes in. 40 minutes into the film, you kill him off. He looks up, one of those splooge things hits his face, he just lifts it up, screams, and you just see some intestines fall to the ground. The nerd guy is a giant bitch. There's a point where he's bitching at Devon Sawa. Oh, you think you're a cool guy, huh? I'm like, shut the fuck up and die already, you annoying twat. Motherfucker was Casper. Kinda. Shut the fuck up. I say kinda because it's just that one bit. He didn't do the voice, but in the 90s movie Casper, and 1995, the one scene where he's human, that's Devon Sawa. Again, he didn't voice Casper, he didn't do all that, so. But then it just like, people just think, oh, he played Casper. Which I guess the voice of Casper in that movie got real pissed. Just people just assume Devon Sawa played him. Like, no, I played him. I voiced him. And Devon Sawa doesn't say he plays Casper. People tell him. But I think he told a story in a podcast, like the guy who voiced was pissed at him. It was like, it wasn't my fault. I'm not saying it. And then the people you have left, Devon Sawa, he's trying. Bruce Campbell, again, he has the better moments of dialogue. Like the one guy who's like the assistant manager, and again, he's being the real bitch. He's the... They don't say he's gay, but he's at least acting flamboyant, like I said. And Bruce says something like, shut the fuck up, Juicy. And he calls her that because, oh, you look like a juicy steak that they want for dinner. And even with the effects, like when the possessed start looking like monsters and again big teeth, the effects aren't bad. But when you have this pink blob thing and these little pus, they just look kind of cheap. They look just kind of cheap. I don't know, even that didn't look the best. And even the way, like, again, Michael J. White, the way he dies is lame. Bruce Campbell, again, this is spoilers. The way he dies is lame in a way where Devon Sawa's been separated. The others are on the roof. You have the nerdy guy, the girl, the asshole assistant manager, and Bruce. And Bruce is like, you know what? I've had enough. Black Friday is over. I'm going to protect these people. But then he just jumps down into the thing from the roof and dies off screen. Not even like, just get a weapon and try to fight back, try to kill. Have a little Ash Evil Dead moment, a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm not saying it has to be Ash. I'm saying just a little bit. No, it just jumps in and dies off screen. The other three jump into a dumpster, make it out. Devon Sawa makes it out, and apparently all the possessed, like, they get into this pink blob, and they become this big kaiju-looking thing. That was better when it was in Dead Alive. At the end of the Peter Jackson film, Dead Alive. It looked better than that. I'm like, sorry, a movie beat you to it. It's called Dead Alive. It just, I don't know if it's like there's like CG elements of smoke or something else in front of it, or something about you made something look small and something look big. Something about it was off. I can't explain it. So then Devon Sawa goes, hey, over here. Oh, the asshole? You think, oh, he's going to get a good comeuppance. No. The thing flicks him and the guy flies in CGI. Like, the asshole is here trying to talk to it. It does this, and the guy flies away. It looked awful. It looked like, I would say it looks like a joke, but not the joke that it meant to be. It should have done this, and then leave like a bloody mess. Like, it should go, and then when it picks up just a bloody mess of blood and guts. Or takes and bites the head off. Or takes it and squishes the head like a gusher. Or something, man. But no. So the nerdy kid gets a forklift. The thing shoots a spider web. Fucks himself up because doesn't know what the hell it's doing, I guess. Accidentally makes the forklift hit his own face. It falls down, dying. So technically Devon Sawa didn't really do anything. Neither did the girl. And also, it's not like throughout it they're killing monsters and zombies. Not really. They don't... There's not even a lot of... Oh, there's scenes where they're killing this, killing... No, there's not even a lot of that. You would think a toy store full of possessed shoppers infected with this alien thing, there could be potential for some fun action scenes and death scenes. I'm not saying there's none, but there's not a lot of it. Not as much as you could. Like Devon Sawa is struggling with one in the bathroom and like kind of stabs it in like the neck or something. Not a whole lot. Just because they all go into this pink blob thing to make this shitty looking kaiju. And then the three get in the car, they drive away fine, and in the background you see there's another kaiju, which means this has happened like each store. And also, if you're wondering where these things came from, the movie never explains it. Never explains where they came from, how they got there. That never comes into play. But even the music is uneventful. So again, you get these actors involved. You get a fast, 80-minute running time. You try and do this B-movie throwback potential. Then you look at the execution. There's a couple decent effects, but there's also some really lame effects. Unsatisfying kills. A couple good actors, but they're underutilized. An ending that just felt lame. You didn't need this big kaiju thing. I mean, just... It's funny. I see that there's a difference between critics and user reviews. Critics seem to like the film more. But user reviews, this gets like a 4 point something. And I can see why. I can see why. And, again, a lot of people don't like Cooties, but I think that was much better than this. And, of course, the classics, which I like more, like Tremors and the original Fright Night and many... But I'm talking about, like, newer films. Willy's Wonderland did that better. Yes, I would put Willy's Wonderland over Cooties, but much better than this. Like, you want to see a movie do the B-movie style better? Willy's Wonderland did that better than this. Willy's Wonderland had potential and for the most part fulfilled it. This, not quite. So again, you want to see a fun B-movie? Willy's Wonderland, despite some shaky cam that didn't need to be there, was much worthwhile than this. This was, I wouldn't say disappointing, because I heard about the film, but I had not even seen the trailer. But when I learned, okay, this potential, never mind. So, with that said, thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.